Okay? Cheat meals. A lot of people, when you're making a schedule and you're trying to learn how to eat, I always really try to put myself into real world situations. And the fact of the matter is you're going to do things. You're going to go places. You're going to go out to dinners. You're going to be birthday parties. There's going to be stuff, okay? So one problem a lot of people run into, especially during Dream Team trainers, and Gerald, you'll see, is they almost try to be too strict at the beginning. There's some people that aren't strict enough and they allow themselves too many excuses. And then there's people that try to be so strict that they stay away from everything and then they break mentally. And next thing you know, 6-7 weeks into Dream Team, they're like, I can't put up with this bull anymore. I'm not doing it. You got to find in between. And what I mean by that is what I tell people is the first 2 or 3 weeks of trying to lose weight and eat right. The first 2 or 3 weeks, try not to cheat at all. Try to you need to get yourself around a supportive circle, an environment that encourages success, people that want to help you. Because you know what the reality is, and again, I told you at the beginning, I'm just going to be realistic with you guys, is a lot of people, and you might not want to admit this, but a lot of your friends, especially if you're overweight, and you have overweight friends, a lot of your friends don't want you to lose weight. I'm telling you that right now. Even if they think you're their best friend in the world, because you know why? Does anybody know why your friend doesn't want you to lose weight?
You'll look better than them.
Because that means they could lose weight if they wanted to. Okay? And what people prefer to do in this society is see each other miserable. And we're all miserable. And you can say, well, I tried to eat right, but I've been really busy with my job. And then their friends will go like, yeah, they do the head tilt, it's hard. And then you all make excuses for each other, and then no one loses any weight and everybody's happy. But what happens if that one person loses weight? And they say, well, you know what, I'm going to make time to exercise, and I'm going to make time to prepare my food, and I'm going to make sure I don't eat everything in sight. They start losing weight, and now all of a sudden, it becomes something that could be done and should be done by your circle. And a lot of people don't like to see that. So I'm not saying shy away from your friends, but I am telling you that trying to lose weight is more than just calories. It's about life. And that is something that you're going to have to learn how to deal with, because I've been doing this for 15 years, and more, or at least as much, as people are just struggling to eat right, their biggest complaint I get is their friends and family and coworkers around them. They ridicule you bringing your lunch instead of eating Burger King like everybody else is doing. You know, you're the oddball because you didn't eat pizza like everyone else because you brought a turkey salad or something. Like, you're the weirdest person in the world. Who would eat that? They look over your food like, ew, what are you eating? Chicken? You know, while they're eating whatever came out of that mess that they've got in that wrapper. Okay? So I always tell people, listen, don't judge other people on what they're eating, because that's none of your business, just like they shouldn't judge you what you're eating. Life should not be about what you're eating. Yes, I love a good restaurant. I love a good restaurant. I love going out. One of my favorite things to do with my wife and I is go out to occasionally to a really nice restaurant and get the, you know, I had lobster macaroni and cheese 3 weeks ago, okay? Yeah, at a restaurant in Pittsburgh. It was amazing, okay? But I can do that and I don't feel bad about it because I don't do that very often, okay? What you want to do is learn to eat right. For those first 2 or 3 weeks, don't eat anything. Try to eat very right. Try to make yourself a meal plan that you can live with. For those first 2 or 3 weeks, try to really find, you're going to mess up. You're going to skip meals. You're going to miss things. I'm going to give you a sample meal plan. You're going to try and say, I hate tuna. How does that guy eat tuna every day? It's disgusting. But you have to find what you like for your food. That's why I was just telling the trainers, when someone says they want me to make them a diet, I absolutely will not ever do it. Don't do it, okay? Well, I guess if you paid me enough, I would. But I don't do it, because I don't know what you like. Now, you make your own diet, and your trainers will look at it, is the way I told them to do. Because only you know what you like. I don't know what your day is. I don't know what your schedule is. Your trainers don't know what your schedule is. They don't know the time you get up, go to bed. How can they make a meal plan for you? You need to make your own meal plan. They need to educate you. I'm going to educate you on how you're supposed to eat and how to make the rules. Then you make your own plan with the foods that you like, with the schedule you can keep. So for the first 2 or 3 weeks, nothing. Then, once a week, eat a high-calorie meal. Or not a whole day. It's not a free day. It's not free weekends like, you know, they used to do with the phone company, you know, for AT&T or free weekends. It's not that. It's a free meal. Eat kind of what you want. Doesn't mean you have to eat as many pieces of pizza as you can fit in your stomach, okay? It just means that for 1 day a week, after those first couple weeks, go ahead and eat what you want to eat. Have some ice cream. Have go out to a restaurant. Have some chicken parmesan instead of regular grilled chicken. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? You do that once a week and you don't feel badly about it at all. Because your body's going to burn it right up. Let me give you a little bit of an analogy. Picture your metabolism right here in your stomach. And your metabolism, a good metabolism, is like a fire burning right here. What you want to do is you want to get that fire burning up really good. Raise your hand if you've ever been camping or know anybody who's been camping or heard of camping. Okay, good. So, picture you have a campfire. Or you want to start a campfire right here. Now, when you want to get that fire burning, there's nothing here right now. What's the first thing you do? Do you go grab the biggest log you can do and throw it there and throw a match and see if it burns? No. What do you grab first? The little skinny sticks, right? Those little ones. You know what those are? Those little sticks, those little dry good sticks, those are your small, frequent meals that you're throwing on there. And what that's doing is that's burning your fire. That's your metabolism starting to grow. All those little sticks you throw on there. Now it's, the fire is going, right? So you started this campfire at 8 o'clock at night. Now it's 2 o'clock in the morning. This thing's blazing, right? Because you've been feeding it what you're supposed to feed. That's how your body works, essentially. And then what can you do at 2 o'clock in the morning if you want to? With that big log? Throw it on the fire, right? And what will happen to it? It'll burn. Thank you. That big, because you have a fire going. That log that you throw on there, that is your occasional cheat meal. That will burn up. Now, that's why, let's say I'm eating like I'm supposed to for the last 2 or 3 months. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do when I'm exercising. This dude's jokes, I know him. You say Joe's not. Joe's being a bum. Joe's not eating right. Joe's eating this and that. And Joe and I both go out for a big dinner on Friday night. The reality of the situation is if we both go out, we eat the same thing, the next day, I am just as lean and good shape and skinny as I was the day before. Joe's fatter. And that's how it works. Because he has no metabolism going, and it's just sitting there. Now it's, oh, I feel worse. I'm fine. You know, yeah, I had some food I don't normally eat, but I'm good. Because my body's burning like it's supposed to. That is the goal. You don't just want to you're not going on a diet, but you are making a diet to follow for life. That's the way I use the word diet. This is your diet you're making, but it's not for temporary. This is what you do from now on. And you need to find what you live with, okay? Find what you can eat on a regular basis. So, allow yourself one cheat meal. That could be wine, too. People always ask me about alcohol. I used to hate wine, I'll tell you that. I've grown, actually, as I've gotten a little bit older, I don't mind some red wine. So every now and then I'll have a glass or two of red wine. Rare. You can eat some. But going on like alcohol, binges of alcohol and having 4, 5, 6 drinks, you're really taking a lot of steps backwards. So I'm not going to tell you not to ever drink. You're grown up, do what you want to do. But those nights of drinking it only takes one really, really bad night like that, that's terrible, to really kind of upset the whole week. You know what I mean? So drinking a lot is not usually followed up by eating like grilled chicken. You know what I mean? So it's usually followed up by wings or something of that nature. So I stay away from alcohol. A glass here and there of wine, yes, it's good for your heart to have a little bit, but for the most part, try to stay away from it. What gets a lot of people is you need to beware of hidden fats and sugars, especially in drinks and restaurant foods, coffees. All you people with your lattes, this and that, I don't even know what they are, but I know they have a crap load of calories in them, okay? So you need to stay away from that. If you want, I'm a big fan of coffee if you want coffee. I tell people to drink coffee before you work out to give you some energy. It's a great thing to have about 45 minutes before you work out. Have a big coffee, black. No cream, no sugar, okay? You should be drinking it for the purpose of getting alert. That's why you should be drinking coffee. They make pumpkin spice gingerbread. I mean, what do you want? I mean, you're being selfish, okay? They make a lot of good tasting. You don't need to throw all that stuff in there. Just drink a regular coffee and go work out hard, okay? If you're eating right, all your food tastes better anyways, okay? So that's what I would do with that. Watch out for the restaurants. If you are trying to lose weight, you're in Dream Team or you're not in Dream Team, you're trying to lose weight, I'm telling you right now, if you eat at a restaurant on a regular basis, you will not lose weight. Because no matter what those people try at those restaurants to make you, here's our new healthy heart menu, you don't have like 500 calories. Now think about this, restaurants make specials, they make a big deal out if they have a menu item that has less than 500 calories in it. Do you realize what that means most of their stuff has? Yeah. Do you realize this? And just because they say something like, oh, it's garden fresh, doesn't mean it's good for you. I mean, or if they put a wrapper in it that's green with a vegetable on it, You have to look at what you're really getting. Stay away from restaurants except for the occasional cheat meal. For the most part, unless you're a business person that has to go to a lot of lunches, if you're at a restaurant, it should be your occasional cheat meal. Just eat whatever you're hungry for and go on about your day. If you go there hungry for a steak, get a steak. If you're hungry for chicken parmesan, get chicken parmesan. You want some bread, eat some bread. Okay? But then you're done with that meal, go about your day. You're done. All right? So stay away from those places. If you don't believe me, look online. Everything's online now. Go, or buy one of those books like Restaurants for Dummies. Just flip it open. You'll be amazed. Most things at most restaurants, burgers, stuff like that, even salads, 800, 900 calories. It's ridiculous, okay? Even salads. So no salads at restaurants either. It's just, I went to McDonald's and I got a salad. I put chicken on it. No. I don't trust anything at McDonald's. I wouldn't even eat the apple slices at McDonald's. Okay? I wouldn't. I'm not lying. I wouldn't eat them. But I don't trust anything coming out of that place. All right, or any fast food place. So stay away from it. You have no business being in a fast food restaurant. My kids eat there. Why? Why? Why are your kids eating there? Okay, I can't give a good reason. Oh, it's easy. Okay, well in that case, give your kids poison. I went too far. I apologize. Find foods you enjoy. I can't stress this one enough. Number 8. It takes time. You need to take time to find. Like I said, every day. I know it might sound like it tastes terrible to you, but to me it's easy. I go home every single day for lunch during the week. I go home. I grab romaine and spinach lettuce, a mix. I throw it in a bowl. I open a hickory smoked or lemon pepper tuna. Those spiced, the ones that are already flavored. The tuna packets are already flavored, either hickory smoked or lemon pepper. I put on top of the salad, and I have an extra virgin olive oil, vinegar dressing that I made up. I put that on top, and I eat that every single day for lunch with an apple and a protein shake. Every day. And I don't ever get sick. But you might be like, well, that's disgusting. Well, okay, that's fine. That's not your meal. Okay? You find what you like that still fits the criteria of a good carbohydrate, a good fat, and a good protein. Whatever you want to do. To me, that's fast, it's easy, it tastes good, it meets their requirements. I eat it every day. You find your thing, okay? And that's what your trainers will help you do also. If you really want to lose weight, keep an accurate food journal. I don't know if I can speak for all these trainers. I just met most of them, but I know for myself when I'm helping someone, and if they're not losing weight, they say, well, I can tell you what I ate. I don't listen. I stop listening. I tell them I'm not listening to you. If you want me to help you, I want to help you. But you need to write it all down, everything. Good, bad, I'm not going to yell at you, but I can't help you unless I know what you're eating. So trainers, I would have them, if they're having trouble, they need to take the time. If they care enough that you want to help, they will take the time to write their food down for a week. It's not that hard to do. Just get a piece of paper and a pencil if you want, write it down. That's all I require, okay, and write it down. But if you're serious, keep a food log. And then, finally, be patient and be honest with yourself. It takes time, okay? You didn't gain that weight. You've all heard this before. You didn't gain that weight overnight. It's going to take time. But if you do it right, you're going to slowly lose about 1 pound or 2 every single week. You might lose more the first week, like 4 or 5 pounds the first week, or maybe the second week. But then it should be like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds every week. Take your time. Don't get discouraged because it all makes sense. If you're not losing weight, don't lie to yourself or to your trainers, to your friends. You stopped doing what you were supposed to do. You did, okay? If you were losing 1 pound after a week looking good, then all of a sudden you're not anymore, you probably, most likely, stopped doing the things that you were doing slowly. Maybe now you're skipping them. Maybe you added some extra cheese and some croutons to your salad, or maybe you're skipping your before bed meal, or maybe you're not doing that cardio session like you were doing last week. It's usually something you're doing, okay? So first, look at yourself about why you're not seeing results, okay? So make sure you are honest with yourself, and before you go to your trainer, go, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. Be honest. Am I speaking for you so you're not going to yell at them if they're honest? Am I okay to say that? Okay. I know from training people for 14, almost 15 years, it's when you try to lie and get away with it. Like, I really skip my meals, I'm not telling him. That's not helping anybody, okay? So we want to help you. I want to help you. So make sure you're honest, okay? If you look at that paper, I also gave you a sample meal plan. It's pretty simple. Your trainers can go over it with you if they're talking, but it just follows the basic rules. Like I said, I don't really need to go over it. It follows the basic rules of what I just said. Like I said, I'm a big fan of meal replacement powders for mid-morning and mid-afternoon, only because it helps keep you on track better. Just like I said before, the best meal plan in the world is not worth a piece of paper it's written on if you don't follow it. Having good meal replacement powder something like that keeps you, because most people are busy mid-morning, mid-afternoon, right? Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, truck driver, teacher, trainer, work at a shop, whatever you do, most people are doing something mid-morning, mid-afternoon. Good time to really have like some sort of a protein shake, because most people don't have enough time to sit there like at 10 o'clock and cook a piece of chicken and broccoli and eat it, right? So make sure you take advantage of those kind of things. That's the basics. I went on a little bit longer, I'm probably supposed to, but what I want to do now is I will answer any questions that you have about nutrition. And Joe, is there anything that I